Hey, I'm subbing for a U.S. history class. The teacher printed out an assignment for me today. Are you a liberal or conservative checklist? Where they list a bunch of ideas on both sides of an issue. I think not only is that stupid, because they're putting human rights on the same level as regular opinions, but so for example, healthcare. He labeled liberal healthcare as free healthcare provided by the government. That means everyone will get the same poor quality healthcare. And the conservative side, support universal government supervised healthcare. There are a million people who can't afford health insurance. The way that a lot of these are worded is that it's not only very vehemently leaning towards the right side of the political spectrum, it labels things that are human rights issues as opinions. And because of that, there are so many kids that brought in all conservative side, and listening to their reasoning, it's like, I don't like gay people, or gay people think I'm homophobic because I don't want them to get married. Dog, duh, that's what makes you homophobic. Let me read one for you. In your opinion, why is same-sex marriage so important? Same-sex marriage because everyone has to worry about everyone but themselves. I don't think they should get married. Dog, that is you worrying about other people. What is something you agree with and disagree with? I agree with the death penalty. I don't agree with taxes and same-sex marriage. These are the people that are going to be entering the political space soon. It pisses me off so bad that not only does this teacher not care, it's evident that he pulled this from a website and then wrote in a few of his own things. But this kind of rhetoric is the reason that people like me or my siblings or my friends are probably not going to be able to get married soon, and in some states aren't considered a protected class of people. Look, I'm just saying that as a prospective parent or a current parent, I would be a little bit more worried about what my child was learning at school. Okay guys, I have an update on that teacher that I made a post about yesterday about equating gay rights to tax issues. I talked with some other teachers just in the building. I was reconnaissance, and I was like, hey, what's your opinion on this guy? And they were like, well, most of the kids don't like him, and most of the people here are just not able to talk about him much because he has such seniority that the school board likes him. So we kind of just wait until he retires, which is going to be soon. And we're like, okay, cool. How do you feel about this? And she's like, that doesn't surprise me. And I was like, oh, really? And she's like, do you know what's worse? And I'm like, what? And she goes, he's the spokesman for the Black History group. And I was like, really? And she goes, yeah, he had to be a part of a club to keep his job. And that was the only one that had recently been formed. What I ended up doing is in those classes, I was like, hey, I don't really want to talk about my personal beliefs, but I do want to let you know that this is a little bit more pertinent than tax topics. And I told them about the story about the time I was in middle school, and after I came out, my dad had disowned me, that I had been chased home on bikes by 5 boys and almost beaten up. And how it's not just something simple that can be talked about like it's just an idea. It's a way of life that people can't choose. So we'll see what happens next. I'm debating bringing it up to the school board, but from what I've been told, that would not be a good idea. Hey guys, I just wanted to say the support is insane. I am hopefully going to go to the school board meeting tomorrow to talk about this. Until then, here is the actual screen caps. I will try to update you guys as stuff comes out, but I've never been to a school board meeting, so hopefully something comes of it. Just escorted out of my school. Went on my app this morning to check if I had any future jobs with my employer, and they were all taken away. And I'm like, that's crazy. So I went to the people at my school to be like, hey, what's going on? And they go, well, you don't know what's going on. What's going on? There's something going on. So I call my employer, Kelly. I'm like, what's going on? They go, well, there was an incident on the 7th. And I'm like, there was an incident? What kind of incident? Well, there's no notes, actually. It's kind of weird. Normally they explain to us the situation. But your district has barred you from working there. Like, okay, now what? Because I need a job and I haven't done anything wrong. And they're like, well, we'll reach out and then we'll get back to you when we find something out. I'm like, okay. So I continue working the day because that's what I'm supposed to do, and I get escorted out by the school. Now, I can't really blame the school. They don't know what's going on either, and for a safety reason, they probably are like, well, we'd rather be on top of it and just not have him here. That's fine, I guess. But it's really embarrassing in front of all of the students that know and respect you to see you get walked out by administration. And then I walked to a coffee shop just to sit around and wait until I found anything else, which I didn't. So I'm home now. It's 10:54 in the morning. I've made no money today. I've wasted money on transport. No one will get back to me. I've tried calling the school. I've tried calling the board. I've tried calling Kelly. Nothing. Radio silence. They will not get back to me. And I really hope it isn't anything to do with my ability to speak freely about gay rights on my personal page. I hope it's something monotonous and unrelated, because I'm going to be really upset if that ends up being the reason that I am like disbarred from working in the area that I love so much, because I love those kids. I love my district. This is going to end up being a way bigger problem if I'm like not allowed to work anymore. Just escorted out of my school. So there's not a lot to update, but I did try to go to the school board meeting today. I couldn't talk about anything because I didn't like sign up early enough. Kelly got back to me and they said that I am temporarily suspended until I think the 18th is the earliest that I could talk to anyone. But they said that there is a pending investigation, and until then, I will receive nothing. I cannot apply for new jobs. I can't look at anything. Just until then, it's complete in the darkness. And usually when I see employers do this, they're getting their stuff together for like an HR meeting. I imagine on the 18th, they're gonna like let me go. I can't really foresee this being like a, hey, we investigated and everything's fine, get back to work. So we'll see, I guess. Hey guys, I don't have an actual update today, but in the meantime, I have some things I wanted to share. Firstly, I wanted to ask if anyone on TikTok who is a workplace lawyer or advocate could get in contact with me, maybe give me a free consult just based on, do I have any kind of next steps here that would warrant a lawyer, or if I could get any help in that way. If you did, that'd be great. If not, I do have my Cash App in my bio now. I am also going to be transparent with you guys. A majority of that money is going to go towards just me and my expenditures between now and whenever I actually get a job. A lot of people know how bad the job market is, and getting a job is not as easy as just popping into a place the next day. This is probably going to take some time. Know that it's not expected nor warranted. If you can't or otherwise are unable to, know that it's just if you are able to help out. I'm not expecting it. I also really, really wanted to appreciate all of the support that I've gotten lately. Not to beat the broken drum that is people on the internet, but I know how much everyone's been helping, and it's been very good, not only for my mental health, but also just for the support. Thanks to everyone, again, just for what you've done. Hopefully, I will get some more answers soon, and I will get them out to you as soon as I am able. I've been live streaming a little bit more often, so that info will come out probably there first, and then I'll make a video next. But until then, I'm going to go back to job hunting, and we'll see where we go to next. Thank you, guys.